Brown Dust 2 Livestream just wrapped up. Tons of new reveals. We have new character designs, new skill cutscenes, and even a new Live2D. So let's go ahead and take a look at all of this. First of all, I want to talk about this design here. They did reveal it. Unfortunately, this is an NPC character. However, I want to show off the design just because there's always a possibility that we will get her later on in the future. But wow, love this design. She seems to be wearing a Dongten dress and like some armor at the top. Such an interesting and unique combination. I can't say I could think of a game or really any piece of media that has this sort of a costume combination, but I'm definitely not complaining. Hopefully this means that they're considering adding more Dongten dresses, 2 more characters in the future. I'd love to see Nebris or Eclipse in a Dongten dress in specific, so hopefully developers, if you're listening to this, please give those 2 a Dongten dress or just introduce this theme to more characters for sure, because I think it'd be a massive hit with the fan base. But yeah, absolutely love that. Hopefully she becomes a playable character sometime soon. Next up, we have some of the new base character designs. We have Michaela here. She's already on one that we've already seen before, so she is kind of a bit of old news. However, she is getting a new skill cutscene and her banner hasn't happened just yet. I do want to talk about the design though, because I complained about it quite a bit before, and it has grown on me. I do still wish it was a bit more revealing, especially when you compare this type of theming here that they're doing in Brown Dust 2 with what they're doing with Azure Lane, with like Implacable, for example. Same exact type of costume idea, except that one's way more revealing. This one has a little bit too much covered up. However, it does have some fan service elements, so I could definitely appreciate that, especially in the chest area. It's very clear what's going on there. So a bit of see-through with the clothing, so at least I could go with that for sure. She still looks absolutely gorgeous, and I will be pulling just for the cutscene. I'll show you guys that cutscene in a little bit. You guys are gonna be absolutely impressed with that one, I think. Next up, we have Wilhelmina. Very interesting name. But this is one of the new characters, and wow. Okay, so I was just saying how I wish these character designs were more revealing, and of course I like this one to have been more revealing. However, considering how tight this body, like this outfit seems to be on her, I could definitely give him some slack there. Gorgeous design, definitely a must pull in my my eyes for sure. Especially that tummy. The tummy's being shown off there. Like wow, you can even see a little bit of some stuff going down in that little area there. You guys know what I'm talking about if you're looking close enough. But wow, this outfit really complements her body figure for sure. I'm like absolutely impressed. What is even more interesting is the amount of texture they put on to that like kind of blue gradient. It looks so good. Like you could tell that whoever designed this put a lot of time and effort into this costume in specific. Wow, really nice. I love this so much. She's gorgeous. Yeah, definitely a must pull for sure. And then next up we have Morpy here. She is getting a new costume, and Morpy's costumes always are a massive hit for some reason. They always consistently give 10 out of 10 costumes of her swimsuit, then her bunny costume, and now her indoor costume. I love this costume so much. She's showing off the thighs and a bit of the side of the cake area there. Even with the chest, some cleavage going on there. The lower cleavage is being shown off. A bit of a different take on that. Love it. Honestly, it's just a gorgeous outfit. I love this so much. Yeah, definitely a must pull also. I'm excited to pull all these characters now. This is crazy. I was not anticipating to be this impressed by these new character selections, but yeah, they definitely delivered, especially since these are the main story costumes. They tend to not be as crazy as the multiverse costumes, but they're delivering with these costumes for sure. Next up, we have another NPC character. So this is Sonia. She's not planning to be a playable character anytime in the future from what the developers had said. So those who are interested in her, unfortunately, she won't be playable anytime from in the near future at the very least. But there's always a possibility for you guys, so just keep that in mind. And now let's go ahead and talk about cutscenes here, because that's really, I think, one of the main focuses and one of the main draws of Brown Dust 2 is they put a lot of heart and effort into these cutscenes. And let me show off Michaela's cutscene here, because unfortunately we don't have the full cutscene. It's just the sneak preview here, but I don't even need to see the full one to know that this is enough for me to pull on Michaela. Initially, I was genuinely going to consider skipping on Michaela. I was like, I'm not too impressed by her costume. I don't even use my other Michaela too often, so I may just skip on this entirely. But come on, guys. I mean, look at this. She's clearly like removing her outfit. It's so, it's crazy. I'm already lost for words, as you can tell. I can't even talk right now. I'm just shocked. I was not anticipating to be this impressed by this type of cutscene, but I think they're gonna really cook in the final product. But just from what I'm seeing right now, absolutely gorgeous. Cake on display, the cleavage, the side cleavage on display there. You can actually see a bit of stuff going down there as well. A really see-through outfit here. I wish the actual outfit was even more see-through like this one. Image is showing. And she seems to be removing her fishnetting as well. Very nice. I'm really excited about her for sure. Definitely worth pulling alone. And then for the other cutscenes, we have drawings. So they're not finalized just yet. We just have some really rough illustrations, which I think is kind of funny, but it's also kind of charming in a different way. So I like this quite a bit. Let me show off I can't even say her name. Wilhelmina. I'm going to get her name right by the time that her banner comes. Just watch. But for her, from what we can tell here, she seems to just be showing off, I guess, the cake. Again, this is not the full view of the cutscene. It's such a rough image. I mean, look, they have scribbles on the right side here, guys. I mean, there isn't much to go off here. But I think there's a lot of potential here, so I won't even really make any more further comment. I think it's going to be a solid skill cutscene. And next, of course, Morphe's also getting a new skill cutscene. Again, another very rough drawing. This one's kind of funny looking, actually, when I'm looking at it. But again, I'm sure they're cooking the final product here. This is definitely better than anything I could draw, at least, so I can't complain about that. I think this is going to be a pretty fun cutscene as well. And then next up, Rubia is actually getting a cutscene for this costume. Very nice. We don't even need to see the full cutscene because I could already tell this is going to be an insanely good one. Just from like the fan service already going on here with the lower areas there. I don't even need to say anything else, guys. This is definitely going to be a massive hit with us for sure. And then for the Live2D talk here, last Live2D was Therese, probably my least favorite Live2D, unfortunately, but it's still a very solid one. But now we have Elise, and I think this one's gonna be a massive W, guys. Massive W, just because, let me show you guys this one. So this is the image here of the teaser, and they can't even show the full one because I guess they were too afraid of YouTube censoring the or not, like I guess like not censoring, but like marking down the channel or taking down the live stream just for showing this off. But it seems to be they're really adding quite a bit to the Live2Ds here. From the left side, you can see that they have a tool selection screen, so you kind of, I guess, interact with her. How they mentioned in the developer notes is pleasurable interactions using various tools. Very interesting. I'm curious to see how this one's gonna play out. We can clearly seem to be able to like remove clothing. Love that. I definitely want more of that in these types of I guess interactions. We had a bit of that with Nebris, so I definitely want them to continue doing that kind of stuff. I think that one's like that type of interaction is just kind of a must, and it's really fun and simple. So yeah, really happy about this. Of course, this is Elise's Code S, I guess, spy costume, and she will be getting a rerun. So those of you who don't have her, don't worry, you will have the opportunity to pull on her. But guys, this is crazy. The fact they have to censor it, you can already tell that this is gonna be a insanely good not skill cutscene, it's insanely good Live2D. So I'm excited about that. Definitely look out for that video. I'll be doing a full analysis and full breakdown on this Live2D once it's revealed, or once it's released. And now some more like side information here. We have some new story content, so we have a new event stories. So I'll just go ahead and kind of breeze through these ones. Again, some new event storylines going on here. So you guys can go ahead and pause if you want to take a better look at those images. Some more in-game views here, some more artwork going on. And we do have a new story chapter. This chapter 17. So those of you who are really interested in main story, there you go, guys. We do have a new guild raid and a new fiend hunt as well. And here's the new pickup schedule. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one here. So first of all, of course, we have Liberta and Justy are currently going on. Liberta seems to be ending actually next week. So those of you who are interested in Liberta, make sure you guys go ahead and pull on that banner. She's actually a really solid unit for the physical team. So I do kind of recommend actually pulling on her, despite how lackluster her base design is, in my opinion. That's just me. Of course, Justia's rerun banner store going on, the Blood Glutton Justia. In addition, we have the new Michaela banner arriving next week as well, March 27th. So that's pretty exciting. I'm really excited to see that full cutscene, like I said. Codename O Elise, so she will also be getting her rerun next week as well. So if you're interested in that Live2D, you need at least one copy of this Elise. A lot of you may already have it since this is a bit of an older character costume, but those of you who are still newer to Brown Dust 2 or have only been playing for a couple months, you may not have her just yet. So definitely take advantage of this opportunity and go ahead and get that copy of her. And then, of course, on April 3rd, it seems to be we'll be getting a rerun for Queen of Signatures Michaela. Wow, that costume is still fairly new, so it's interesting we're getting a rerun so quickly. But okay, there you go there. Makes sense, I guess. We are getting the new Michaela costume, so they probably want to go ahead and synchronize that. And then April 10th, Iron Monarch Wilhelmina, I cannot speak right now, but that costume is going to be debuting, and I'm really excited about her for sure. I think this is probably the most exciting news on this list for sure. And then April 10th, we'll also be getting an Admiral Sylvia rerun as well. No news on Michaela, not Michaela. No news on Morphe's costume just yet. I assume that's going to be later on or after April 24th. Oh wow, that's gonna be late. That must be, is that during May then? Wow, we're gonna be waiting quite a bit then from Morphe, unfortunately. But it's all good, guys. I could wait. I could definitely wait for that. And an exclusive gear pickup schedule. Nothing too crazy there if you guys want to go ahead and read through that. And then they are making some touches here. So for the actual Live2D UI, it seems to be they're kind of fixing it up. So it's a little bit more I guess convenient. So now they have this little screen being able to pop up. I think that's a lot better than before. Before it was kind of like this kind of a side little menu, but this one is much better, I think, and definitely is a lot better at explaining how to actually work around this Live2D UI. So I like that quite a bit. We'll be able to actually also replay through looks like main stories a lot better now, and even through the event storylines, not the side event storylines. So we'll be able to again replay through them in this new, I guess, screen here. We'll also be getting some mini games back into the game. It seems to be we'll be able to actually be able to play them now, so that's awesome. That's definitely exciting news for sure. Last but not least, we do have a teaser for the upcoming collab in Brown Dust 2. I personally have no idea what the IP could be, but I'd be curious to see if you guys are able to figure it out, or if anyone in the Brown Dust 2 community is able to figure it out just based on this image. I'd be really impressed if someone were to do that at least. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Definitely let me know in the comments below. Are you pulling on any of these characters? Are you pulling on all these characters? For me, I think all these banners are a must-have for sure. Especially once we see these skill cutscenes, I think that would definitely be a major convincing factor for a lot of you guys. And that Live2D looks really good. Definitely keep an eye out for an analysis video on that once that Live2D officially drops. But thank you so much for watching. Definitely like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're interested in more Brown Dust 2 content like this, and catch you guys in the next video.